Let me just use the opportunity to let Biafrans know that when you talk about the legal team in Finland, they are the one of the best. The attorney that we have for our prime minister, which our prime minister actually select the attorney, is someone that he trusts. They know for years, and he is one of the best in Finland. The attorney that is handling the case, I don't think we can get any better attorney in Finland than the one that is handling the case of our prime minister behind the scene to make sure that we do whatever we can for our both leaders to be released. And we have a good news coming from Finland today. And the good news from Finland today is about the communication of our prime minister, because they restrict him from certain communication. And for that reason, we are not able to get as much information from him. That restriction have been lifted. Starting from now on, our prime minister will be free to make calls to those that are important, especially the Biafran people that have been waiting to know what is going on. So we will be getting more details directly from him. We are happy for this development, and I believe every Biafran, every meaningful Biafran that cares so much about our struggle, that cares so much about our leader, Simon Ekpa, that cares so much about the sacrifice that he has sacrificed for the Biafran people. He didn't just find himself there because he won obedience. It's because of the fight to free his people, Biafra. Likewise, our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, was not kidnapped from Kenya just because the Nigerian state terrorists want to kidnap him. They kidnapped him for a reason, to stop Biafra from emerging as a nation. And the question for all of us is that, are we going to let the zoo terrorist country succeed? The answer is no. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, once said that our action, that is what will provoke the Nigerian state to release our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. What we are doing out here matters. He applied to our leader, our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, as well. Our action, what we are doing, it matters. The world is watching. They are weighing us. They are trying to see our response. Just like the terrorist state, Nigeria, what they've been doing for the past few days in Hiamufo and the Osumu community as well. They are waiting to see our response. We can't play all our dice out for them to know what the response will be. But they believe we will respond. And no matter what they throw on us, no matter the bullet, we will take it and we'll still fight. So fellow Biafrans, in Finland, with this development, we are happy that our Prime Minister can communicate more with his loved ones. When I say with his loved ones, not just with his children, family member, with his people, Biafra, because Biafra is our Prime Minister loved one. Because our Prime Minister loved Biafra so much. That's the reason why he denounced the terrorist country called Nigeria. In one of his live broadcasts, he threw the Nigerian passport into pieces, showing that he had nothing to do with the terrorist state called Nigeria. And he also returned the medal he won for the terrorist state, Nigeria. He denounced Nigeria. And he embraced and made Biafran his people, and he showed Biafran people love, and he showed being a true leader, he have to lead by example. He fight, and push us to this far. The progress we make in the past 3 to 2, the 3 to today update is how he facilitates the movement of Biafra to make sure that we redeclare Biafra and actualize Biafra. With this great sacrifice that he has offered for Biafran people, we will never forget him. We will always be with him in our prayers, spiritually, physically, and otherwise. We are happy that we can now communicate more with him and know more about what is going on. With that, the Biafran people can now be rest assured that in no distant time, he will be here with us. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. All fingers hold crossed. Our Prime Minister will shortly join us as soon as possible. Finland is not a zoo that don't abide and respect the rule of law. I strongly believe, we Biafra strongly believe, the Biafra Republic government in exile and its cabinet strongly believe that Finland will do the right thing, and we ask them to do the right thing. We have reminded them how they remind their children back in 1967 to 1970 that whenever they are eating, they should remember that Biafran children are starving. And the same Finland in question fought and liberate themselves from Russia, and they gained their total freedom. That is exactly what our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was doing, fighting for his people to be free. Finland authority, we know you all will do the right thing. We understand how the judicial system works there. It's a separate body from the political arena. They have their own decision. They can't be influenced by any party. At the same time, we believe that our Prime Minister, with due respect, he will receive the basic human rights treatment because he is a law-abiding citizen of Finland as well. We urge them to do the right thing. Finland is a law-abiding country. Please let this process play out and be patient. And with this, it's a big test on the Biafran government. It's a big test on the Biafran people to see how resilient we are, to see how formidable we are, to see how strong we are. Please don't give up. The fight is not over yet. We are still fighting. That's the reason why we still have our great men on ground. We call them our angels, the men that are protecting our motherland. They are there for a reason. If we say we are giving up, what about the men on ground? Are you telling them to give up as well? Please, fellow Biafrans, we need everyone's cooperation. This is time that we all need to come together to fund this movement, to let them know how resilient we are, to let the world know how ready we are, to let Nigerian government, terrorists know that when we respond, we will respond more brutal. When we respond, they will not find a place to hide. We are not quiet. We are monitoring the situation, and we don't want to let it be on social media and just talking without action. In no distant time, they will hear from us. The government is working around the clock. Please, if our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have not given up, if our Prime Minister have not given up, and look at where they are. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, been kidnapped from Kenya for over 3 years now, 4 years actually. And our prime minister is called for questioning for over a month. If they did not give up, why will you give up? If the men on ground have not given up, why will you give up? What about Biafrans that have been sitting at home for years just to send the strong message that they are not part of Nigeria, that they want to go? If these Biafrans that lock up their business, voluntary, not by force, voluntary, every Monday, just to make sure they get their freedom. If they have not given up, why will you give up? If the Biafrans in the homeland that are still talking about Biafra with the Biafran dream, if such people have not given up, why will you? Please, fellow Biafrans, this is now time we all need to rise up and fight. Fight for what we believe in. We are Biafrans. We are not Nigeria. It's time for us to stop complaining. We know what tomorrow, Saturday, is. Come out. Show your support. Do your best. It's not all about broadcasting for hours, talking without no action. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the time, after how many years, he said he's tired of broadcasting. Action. It's time for us to get our land back. Our prime minister did exposition for years before we make him the spokesperson, before the government was formed and he was voted in as a prime minister. It's time for action. Whatever you know you have, you can bring. Support what we are doing. If these great leaders have not given up upon they are where they are, that they don't even supposed to be there, it's all because of our freedom. If they have not given up, why are you giving up? Why are you even thinking about giving up? It's time for action. We need to respond to the terrorist country. When they come thinking that we are quiet, we're not. They will hear from us and they will pay. And you, Biafran, that is listening, your support, your contribution will actually help the cause to make them pay heavily. Thank you. Honorable Vam Raf. Thank you, Bishop 555 Paul. Greeting from here. Do we have any other honorable media in the studio?
Yes, sir, we have Adabeti. We have Adabeti.
Oh, thank you. Minister Adabeti. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Please stand your ground. Stand your ground. Don't let no one bully you, deceive you. Everything that our prime minister left is still the way it is. And he's coming back to still see that we are still doing what we're supposed to do, even in his absence. The government is still the government of the people. The Biafra Republic government in Eza still remain the legitimate government, which I'm here giving this press briefing from our office.
So my beautiful family, that brings us to the end of this update. You know, I am Progress the Analyst, and my duty is to keep you updated, because according to the information that this news came up on January 10th, that is yesterday, January 10th, 2025, that a lot of restriction from the Finnish authority towards the Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been uplifted. So his release, that is what we are patiently waiting for. So please share this video, and if you got any information concerning today's place, do well to reach out to us or drop it in the comment section, of which I will be in the comment section with you. Thank you so much everyone for always tuning in. See you in our next update. Bye for now.